Welcome back to another installment of building an app with ReScript and React. In a previous video, we installed Material UI to add a nice progress bar indicating when our video titles are getting long. It's recommended to keep titles under 60 characters, so this bar gives me a visual warning. It only works on the details page as of right now, but YouTube reuses their same input for video uploads, but that happens in a separate dialog. So how do we handle that? Can we make our widget work on the video details page and the upload dialog? So one thing we can do is add a reference to the dialog on our model. So we'll add a maybe upload dialog field to our record here. And it's an option because we'll have either some dialog or none. And so if we have a title element, it's pretty safe to assume we have a body element, and we'll be able to add mutation observers to the body. So similar boilerplate to what we've been doing, just adding a watcher. And so we'll know that the dialog is on the page if any of the mutation record targets is the dialog, right? It can only be the target if it's on the page. And so now it logs true because it's been added. So let's go ahead and get this wired up. We'll add a message and handle it in update. So when we add a dialog, we will set it on our model. So now what we can do is check the node name, the attribute name, and the attribute value to know when the dialog has a video that has been uploaded and that the video title input has been rendered on the page, and we can go ahead and render our component. So now we'll do some light refactoring to only load the details page widgets when the details page is open and there's not a dialog on the page, and we'll only load dialog widgets when there is a dialog on the page. So if the current page is details and we have no dialog, render the details page as we were, but this time we're keying our nodes based on the kind of page they're on. But if we do have a dialog, it doesn't matter what page we're on, I want to load dialog widgets only. And we will pass the dialog element to the title checker component. That way it can query inside the dialog for the input it needs to mount to. Otherwise, document.querySelector may find the wrong video title input and we won't see our component at all. So we're going to scope our query selector inside the dialog. So now with a little refactoring, our title checker widget can find the input inside this dialog. So now everything's working, but we have a small bug. When we go to close the dialog, it won't go back to rechecking if it's the details page behind the closed dialog. And so we'll know if the dialog has been closed if any of the removed nodes in the mutation list are the dialog. And just like that, we should have a fully functioning Chrome extension that should check video titles, whether they come from newly uploaded videos or we're editing existing video details. And lastly, we'll fix our initial page. It's an outstanding bug that I forgot about.